I don't know if I said it in a previous video or what, but it bears repeating if I did. This ain't your daddy's Batman. My name is Dorian. This is SEM Comics. We continue our coverage of Absolute Batman, number 6. Our story starts off with a news broadcast. How they're saying how Roman Sionis is dropping all kinds of boxes around Gotham, urging people to join his party animals. And we have Waylon Jones in his gym, who's watching this newscast, and all of a sudden he hears something at the door, and he's like, "Oh, you picked the wrong gym, because I am Waylon Croc Jones." Yes, this is supposed to be Killer Croc. I think I already said that in a previous video, but bears repeating since he called himself Croc. When he gets to the door, he sees that it's Bruce. And he's like, "What the hell happened to you?" And Bruce flat out comes out and says, "I'm beat up because I'm Batman and I need your help." As soon as I read that, I was like, boy, Bang Universe Batman would never, ever do that. Like, whoo, Lord have mercy. And that's what makes this book so good. So now we cut to a flashback of sorts. And we have Bruce and all of his supervillain friends. The Riddler, Two-Face, Penguin, Croc, and Catwoman. They're having a sleepover. They're having fun. His mom's pretty much let him know, bedtime and telling him goodnight. When all of a sudden, somebody walks through the door. They're holding a gun. His mom gets in the way of the shots, and Bruce screams out "Mom," and then wakes up. Because it was a nightmare. But it's a nightmare when he was a kid. So again, this is still a flashback. He goes to try to tell his mom. His mom just cuts him off, tells him to get over here, and cuddles him. Like you do. But then we cut to present time, and his mom has one of those party animal masks, and Mayor Gordon is trying to calm everybody down. You see everybody and a grandma is fighting over these masks, and they just had to be standing in front of a box that has plenty of them in there. She puts on the mask, and then she sees how everything works. She sees all the money totals. Robbery, $50,000. Arson, $100,000. Assault, $150,000. Murder, $250,000. Man, I might have to get a mask, boy. Lord have mercy. Not to murder anybody. But Lord knows, even if I joked and said I would, boy, this channel would be shut down faster than you could say, "Please don't shut down my channel. Please." She looks at Mayor Gordon and she sees James Gordon. $1 million. That dude's getting capped. So Jim is trying to tell her to get the hell out of here. And she's like, "Oh no, you're a target. And if you're a target, then I'm a target. And we're both staying here together." I don't know about you, but once I saw that mask and saw what was inside of it, I've been toes and elbows in the other direction. So then we cut to the Penguin, and he is flipping out on Bruce. I mean, flipping out. "You're the fucking Batman?" And then you didn't maybe think to, I don't know, mention that once or twice during the card games? So Bruce is like, "I was trying to protect you," and I was just like, "Don't give me that." Waylon wants to punch you. Harvey wants to arrest you. Eddie says that he figured it out about 2 weeks ago, that rat bastard. And then Selena, who knows what she would think. Hell, this is Selena. She probably would think it would be hot. But me, I personally find that absolutely. And then Bruce interrupts him and goes, "There." Eddie's Riddler said that the ship will be there, and then we'll have the servers that they're using to talk to the mask. If I blow it up, then all this will stop. And Penguin's like, "Blow it?" He's like, "I barely got enough gas to get you here." Bruce is like, "It's fine, because I'm not asking you to come back." And he jumps out the plane with no parachute. So as he's flying closer to the ship, the one dude that looks like an octopus is DJing, and he lands on him hard. Like, this is a big dude, so he had to hurt. Like, I'm like, he is dead. And if he ain't, he is on his way, because that is all kinds of a turtle bleeding. So he looks over and he sees a box of life jackets. He grabs them, and he grabs old boy, and he puts one on him, and he actually talks. And I'm like, dude, if Batman landed on me, the only thing that I would want to do at that minute, if I'm not dead, is just pass out. Just let me pass out. Now, he was trying to plead with Batman, but he's in Kanye West mode. You can't tell him nothing. And Batman kicks his ass right off the boat. So then this little kid, who also looks like an octopus, all of a sudden comes out of nowhere. It's like, kill you. And he has a knife. And Batman just picks him up by his little tentacles. And dude's so cussing like, I'll f***ing cut you. Batman puts a life jacket on this kid and punts this little motherfucker to the moon. I mean, he booted him hard. If he kicked him in the head, he's concussed. Probably got a broken neck. Like, you can't tell me this Batman ain't killing people, boy, because these are some rough shots. So the girl comes out looking for the kid. She sees Batman and she's like, I don't want no smoke. She goes over the railing and jumps right into the water. And Batman looks, smiles, and throws her a life jacket. So then we do a flashback where Bruce is with his mom and she's going through a photo album. They're looking at pictures and they run across a picture of his mom and dad when they were younger, right before they had Bruce. And his dad had long hair because he was in a band called The Movement. And Bruce is like, that sounds like taking and mom cuts him off. I know, I told him the same thing, but you know, we were young and dumb. But then his mom sees a picture of Bruce and all of his friends, and she's like, that's one of my favorites. And Bruce is like, but that was taken when he went on the zoo trip. So Gordon and Bruce's mom are trying to get through these people and try to plead with them, even though Gordon is holding up a gun because he ain't taking no chances. So as we look through the party animal mask again, we see that not only is Mayor Gordon's murder worth $1 million, but so is the murder of Bruce's mom. So then we cut to the airport where we see a private jet and all we hear is, Dad, I am not taking off. This Alfred, he has his daughter, and he explains to her that he's been in cities where Black Mass has pulled this same stunt, and the outcome isn't pretty. And then she explains how when she was a kid, she used to hear about all of his adventures, and all she wanted was for him to come home, and then on the next adventure, take her with him. Now, all she wants to be is away from him. Far away from him. So then the pilot goes, I got clearance, sir. What do you say? And Alfred's like, I say wheels up, Captain. Then we go back to the ship and Black Mass just jumps from like a crow's nest onto Batman. And Batman does a side kick to his gut. And I know he's hurt. I mean, he kicked him hard. Roman's against the wall. He's talking mess and Batman just taps onto his inner Goldberg and spears the bejesus out this man. So they went through the wall into Roman's little bowling alley. Batman picks up 2 bowling balls and was like, no, keep talking. Hits him with one and it's like, I want to hear you talk. Hits him with the other one. I was like, man, he is putting it on this dude. So they fall through the floor to the lower decks where Roman keeps all of his little death masks. And Batman's like, nah, keep telling me how it don't matter. I love it. And he's just putting it on this dude. But he doesn't see that Roman takes out his little piano wire, wraps it around Batman, and was like, I got you now. So as he's choking out Batman, he's explaining the story about the pigs. And he's like, I lied about the pigs. My favorite wasn't when they like were in euphoria. No. My favorite was when they thought they had a chance to survive and they were going to squeal and try to get away, and all of a sudden death came on them. That feeling is fantastic. So as he's saying that, the ears on Batman's mask just rotate downwards, and then Batman headbutts the bejesus out this man. Those ears go right through Black Mass mask, and we were assuming that it goes right through his eyes because this man is screaming bloody murder. So the party animals are about to shoot James Gordon and Batman's mom. Batman is dragging Roman with a life jacket because he put one on him. Roman's still trying to talk all kinds of mess, and Batman just boots his ass right off the boat. These normal people that are now party animals are like, I don't feel comfortable shooting a woman. She can go, but we're definitely gonna shoot James Gordon. Batman is in the server farm. Well, yeah, I guess it is server farm. He goes on a damn yacht. and he busts out like this grenade belt. Jim Gordon's telling Batman's mom to run, and she's like, I ain't running, I ain't going nowhere. If we going down together. And all of a sudden, there is a big kaboom. I think Batman was still on the boat when it happened. So we kind of go back to the flashback where Bruce is like, hey, that picture was taken at the zoo when Dad died. And Bruce's mom's like, the reason why this is my favorite is because your dad believed in hope. No matter how bad things got, he always was hopeful. And he was most hopeful about you. And that's what this picture represents. Hope. So somehow, some way, Batman survived, but he's in the water and now he's sinking lower and lower. The party animal masks are now offline, so people are like, if we shoot them, we don't get paid. So they take off the mask, and then Batman's mom punches one of them, and it was like, you guys are idiots. So as Bruce is sinking lower and lower into the water, all of a sudden his bat dump truck, which is also amphibious, appears out of nowhere, catches him, and we see that it's Alfred. He grabs him, and he's like, nah, kid, you ain't doing this to me. If I gotta be here, then you gonna be here right with me. Now, let's patch you up. I tell you what, the pesticide from Absolute Wonder Woman and this Batman, tougher than a $2 steak. So now you would think that would be the end, but it's not. So now we cut to the Joker, who looks like he is like covered himself with a bunch of like baby corpses. That's what I'm assuming. Like, it's really gruesome. And his butler walks up and is like, yeah, Sir Sionis called in and said, there are some issues. And Joker's like, I'm aware. It's time. Get banged.